Ladies and gentlemen, that right there was Nipsey Hussle featuring Roddy Ricch and Hit Boy. The song is called Racks in the Middle. When I was out there in LA, bro, they was playing this song so much, and I was just so in love with it, bro. It's like a whole different vibe. Like some of y'all know, Nipsey Hussle is one of my absolute favorites, right? One of the reasons that I grind so hard and do everything that I do. And to be out there and to see his music get as much love as it was getting, man, it was just special to me. Obviously, it is because he's on his coast. And me being in Chicago, me being in New York, people don't play Nipsey Hussle like that. Like, I might see a marathon T-shirt every once in a while. But, you know, I got one now as well, all money in like a Brinks truck. But it was just great to be able to be out there and have that whole vibe. So before I tell y'all some more about my LA trip, let's just go ahead and hop into a couple other things that have happened over the past week or so while we've been away and absent from each other. R.Kelly and Jussie Smollett. R.Kelly and Jussie Smollett both were arrested this past week. Both of them turned themselves in, and I guess at some point in time soon we're gonna end up getting court dates for them. But what they do, they found like a couple 7 charges or so on R. Kelly for everything that he's done, and we all got the mugshot from that. So I'm glad that happened, because now it feels like he's finally going to be held accountable for everything that he's done for so long, which is all, like, let's make no mistake about it, absolutely horrible human being for what he's been doing. And I'm glad that it seems as if he may be brought to justice for what it is that he's doing. I do know, because group chat that I'm in, media in Chicago, it hit the group chat like right before the show that he had got out and that he was at McDonald's wearing some big trench coat ordering some food. So we know he's out on bail right now, but he's going to be getting a court date soon. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'll definitely keep y'all updated on that as it comes. With Jussie Smollett, man, I don't even know, honestly, where to begin. As y'all know, I talked about it at length last week on the show. But to be transparent with y'all, bro, I'm just uber disappointed. Same like I said last week, how I would be if all of it came out to be factual. I don't believe he's 100% come out and said that it's not true. But at this point in time, come on, bro. Come on. Now, I know Chicago police be on some fugazi mess. I'm from Chicago. I know. I done had a couple run-ins with CPD. I know. I also got people that work for CPD that I love and appreciate. Right? They in the system. They know they doing their best to fix it. They even sometimes know it be on some fugazi mess. But more often than not, bro, we got to lean on the police to get stuff done. Like, that's without a shadow of a doubt. That's a fact. We got to do it. So part of the reason why we have such high expectations and why we get so frustrated with police officers is because they're supposed to be a prime example, supposed to set the standard, and that's just something that we want them to live up to, right? So we not banging on all the good police officers. We just saying, man, please hold some of y'all bad counterparts responsible for what they doing. Make them accountable for what's going on. And all y'all that's in the middle, really figure out where you stand and please be on the right side of history, right? So getting back to it, we all know that they got their history of being fugazi. Chicago term for a lot of y'all out there that don't know it. But with this whole Jussie Smollett thing, bruh, it really break my heart for a homie to just be lying like that. He just came out here and just lied. Bro, all because you weren't making enough money on Empire? And the figures came out. Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson making like $165K, $167K episode, right? Jussie Smollett making 20K an episode. Okay? Let's really think about that, right? You're making $20,000 an episode. So if Empire's making like, say if they make 14 episodes in a season and you do 2 seasons a year, you know how much bread you getting?
That's one stream.
That's just one stream. Do you know how much bread you're getting? What, in what world? How are you that maybe it's just because I'm like, I came from a different life where it's just like real different for me in terms of being able to get that much money per episode for something I'm doing. To be able to hold on to one of those checks at that point in time, right? A lot of people right now, y'all know what it's like living check to check. Y'all know what it's like out here trying to make ends meet, using your last to make it work, right? Imagine if somebody gave you $3,000 right now. You'd be like, oh, bro, I got so many problems that's solved. So many, right? Imagine somebody gave you $10,000 right now. Lose your mind. Yo, I'm going on vacation. Psh, I'm going on vacation. And I'm finna get my real estate license. And I'm finna go buy 2 properties in Chicago, fix them up, go ahead and sell them out to somebody real quick, or rent those out to somebody. Now I got money coming in all the time. Mm-hmm. Right? Right? Imagine somebody gave you $20,000 right now. And imagine if somebody gave you $20,000 probably every week for the next like 12 weeks. And then told you, you're going to be off for 3 months, 4 months. You're going to come back and do another 15 weeks where you're getting $20,000 another week anyway, if they do an episode a week. Right? My man, you extremely ungrateful. Extremely ungrateful.
That's only one stream though. He still has music.
I'm gonna get right into that. I'm gonna get right into that. I'm like, you're making $20,000 an episode. First of all, let's not get it twisted. Taraji and Terrence both worked hard to get to where they are. Have worked for years to get to where they are. You think Taraji was playing in Baby Boy for that to be it for her? You think Terrence Howard was in the 50 Cent movie for that to be it for him? No. They've been working hard to get to this point, bruh, for a long time. So they deserve to get their 167 an episode. Jussie, you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. You still got work to put in, bro. You still got work to do. And it's not like you wasn't talented. Like I said in last week's show, you know enough producers and writers to where you could have put your own show together and go pitch it to a digital stream. It's so many ways out, so many other avenues for you to pitch it to somebody to be able to make it happen. Now, I know some people going to look at me right now and be like, well, Melvin, if it's that easy, why ain't you doing it? Cool. That's why I'm doing this right now, so that way I can build my name up and be able to do so. People know who Jussie Smollett is. They know him from TV. They know him from singing. They know him from movies. They know him from the Smollett family. He's in Empire. He was in Underground. He was in the Thurgood Marshall movie, right? He popped up in other TV shows I can't remember right now. He popped up in other movies I can't remember right now. He got his album coming out, I believe, next week. You've been singing on Empire so people know who you are. You're talented. Why? Why? Your turn was coming. Your album was about to release. You mean to tell me you couldn't have went to Lee Daniels or Fox and be like, yo, I got this song coming out on my album. Is it cool if we throw it in the show? And if they said no, all right, cool. So when you take your break from doing Empire and go do a movie, why don't you just negotiate in your contract that your character got to sing at some point and sing your song? Or when y'all come up with your show that's based around you and your life, or you and whatever character you want to portray, your character can sing that song that you wrote. Is it that difficult? Am I missing something? Can somebody let me know? I really want to know. Because how ungrateful do you have to be to say, I'm getting $20K an episode, but that ain't enough. I need to create a whole scandal that's now going to get me paid, that didn't, that's now got you in jail, might get you some years for lying to the FBI, to the government. And on top of that, what makes it worse, it's like for us, in news cycle wise, yeah, we might forget this happened in like 2-3 weeks or so. 2 months from now, we might not be talking about this as much unless his trial is going on, right? But the ramifications of it is what's going to hurt. The fact that now when people actually go through hate crimes, people are going to have something to reference to say it could be a lie. When people actually get hurt, people are going to have something to reference to say it could be a story. He could be telling the tale. He's just lying out here. Oh, this is the whole Jussie Smollett situation. They ain't really put no noose around him. They ain't really beat up on this girl, you know, with her hijab on. They ain't really harassed these women over here. They ain't really beat up on these gay guys over here. People can say these things now. You've given them the ability to be able to do this from you being selfish and ungrateful. That's just despicable, man. Like I had so much, like, I was here for you, dog. I was riding with you. I'm like, bro, if something legit happened to you, we want to know why, what happened, so that way the culprits can be held responsible and be put in jail. You the culprit? Real talk, I'm glad they wrote you out the last 2 episodes of Empire. Because you clearly ain't all here in terms of, oh, this is a good idea. Bruh. What's going on, bro? You need to be canceled. You need to be canceled. You need to be canceled for that one. Oh, man, the word canceled. Can we just put that in the dictionary for Jussie Smollett? Anyway, speaking of the word canceled, man, I popped up